Hey guys, it's Danny. Today we are going to unbox and take a closer look at the ONF Flat Nano Plus lighting solution for your fish tank, which I do believe it's a very popular product, but also quite an expensive product. It is up there in price compared to other lighting solutions. So I thought it would be a great idea to make a video on it and tell you my thoughts on it since I already have 3. And spoilers, I already really love it. Hence why I purchased myself another one for a nano tank designed for my rainbow betta fish. I don't know if I posted that video already. You have to see this fish. If I didn't, I'll make sure to add it to the description as soon as I publish it, because I'm actually filming it in the same day. Right, now don't imagine I purchased all of these things at once. They are pretty expensive. One of them goes for about $100. I purchased mine from Amazon.com. Yes, I imported them from the USA because they're not really available in the EU for my particular country. They are available in the EU. Anyway, long story short, let us get to the unboxing and tell you exactly what I like about them and how they actually work, so you can make a decision if this might be worth splurging for you. Maybe it's not gonna be worth it. All right. So, the unboxing experience is quite fancy. I don't know if you care about this, but the cardboard is one of those soft suede-like material. The product itself is like that as well, actually. Box, again, looks very fancy. It feels like I'm unboxing an Apple product of sorts. On the top here, you have some instructions. They are very easy to follow, and I'll show you how to pair them with your phone. Yeah, they are smart devices. It is actually one of the things that I really like about them. And I can also time them to turn on and off whenever I please. Right, so here is the product. Not a whole lot of it, is it? It's okay, it's gonna do the job, trust me. So in this little box, we have a few accessories. The lamp itself is this fella right here. It comes partially disassembled just to fit in the box better. It has a standard jack, not sure how this is called. I might put it on the screen. And with this pretty hefty accessory, you will sit it on the tank. And that is pretty much it with the box. First thing to do is to connect the leg of the lamp. We need to slide it down and then twist it in place. And there we are. It is pretty much assembled. This part, let's call it the fixing unit. My English is not good today. Will come right here. And as I was saying, this will sit on the rim of your tank. So practically you need a rimless tank, or a tank that just has an open rim, no lid, obviously. And the height of it can also be adjusted. We have here like a little washer. Do you see a rubber washer that you can actually pull up and down on the leg, and in this way you're gonna get the light closer or further away from the surface of your water, which is a very simple solution. No extra components that can break needed, no extra plastics needed. I really like it. You'd think, oh, for this amount of money I want a better system. No, this is perfect, trust me. You do have a spare one as well, and if both of them break, mine didn't, because they don't actually sit in water, I guess you can use whatever washer you have or elastic you have in your home. In the little box, we're gonna have the power brick, or rather the adapter, and another one of these spare washers. I have all of them still. Might want to put this in a safe place so you don't lose it. Since I purchased this from Amazon.com, it does have a US plug. I'm going to use an adapter. I need a UK adapter, but depending where you purchase it from, you will receive a different end here. So this one connects here. That's all there is to it. All right, so let's place that on the tank and I'll show you how to pair it. So here's my tank. I'm leak testing it at the moment. This little thing needs to sit on the rim like so, because right here in the back, do you see we have some screws that we need to tighten to fix this to the aquarium lid. Do you see these little stoppers here? Yeah, they will advance and pretty much pinch the rim of your tank. So I'm just gonna place this randomly here, and I will use a screwdriver. I have one of these things, which is pretty much the handle, and I can put on it whatever tip I want. I'm just going to use a flathead tip, this one. I don't actually even need the handle. So I'm gonna go here and just tighten these a little bit. There. it is very secure. It's not gonna budge. So I will place the lamp in the holder, but I'm not gonna plug it in just yet because the pairing happens in the first few seconds after you give it power. Afterwards, the option kind of disappears. So before anything, you need to download the app that the instructions tell you to. At this point, I will give power to the lamp and I'll show you on my phone screen how it will be detected. All right, so at this point, you will see some flashing lights on the lamp. As long as the blue light flashes, it will try to detect a connection nearby. So at the top of my app screen, I have a plus. I'm gonna press on it. It's gonna search for a new device and it's gonna try to pair. And if it fails, like mine did now, just shut off the power to it and try again. I'm gonna try to do this a little faster. Alrighty, so it found it. So I'm gonna connect to it. There you go. It appeared. I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna give it a new name. This will be Pony's Tank. Oh, I cannot wait for you guys to see Pony. So from this app, we can actually control the brightness. We can connect multiple devices on the same app. As you can see, I have 4 of them now, but we can also set a time schedule. You can see down the screen, I do have some controls. If I go to the clock control, I can actually set a daylight cycle. I can tell this lamp to turn on at a particular hour, and I can set the brightness it will start with, and so on. Gonna get into the details of this a little bit later. But right now, my lamp is paired, it's fully functional. So before going into setting the daylight cycle, let me just show you a few cool features about this lamp that I found really come in handy. Alright, so one of the things that I really like about this lamp is the fact that you can actually get it out of the way if you want to add water or do something in your tank. And then when you're done, you can just put it back. You can push it all the way back. You can actually install it in a diagonal. I have seen quite a lot of setups with the lamp on a diagonal, so it's very versatile from this point of view. Also, it does have a touch area at the bottom. Let me try to give you a look. So if you don't have the phone near and you want to turn on the lamp at least for a few minutes, there is an area here that you can press and the lamp will turn on. Now, if you have the lamp on a timer, it will dim itself out in a few minutes. And to turn it off, again, all you need to do is keep your finger on this area and it will slowly transition to the off setting, which is great. It's not going to spook the fish. I personally find that placing your finger exactly on that area is not really as easy as it seems. Sometimes I just press on it and nothing happens because my finger doesn't exactly touch the area. So I personally control it from the app, but just so you know, there is a manual control here as well. Oh, I got it right this time. Also, as you can see, we don't have a transparent screen here, so the lamp has a translucent screen which prevents flickers as the water moves. I know some people really like that flickering light that you get with LED lamps that don't have this milky screen. I am personally not necessarily a fan of that, but I'm not against it either. I like it in certain conditions, but sometimes when I have a lot of water agitation at the surface, it becomes a little trippy, I will not lie. So I kind of do prefer these milky screens, but it's just a preference. If you do like that flicker in the water, you're not gonna get it a lot with the ONF Flat Nano Plus. Alright, so now let's create a time schedule for our new lamp. I will be using the same time schedule like my other lamps. Going to Pony's Tank now. I'm gonna press the edit option on the top of my screen. I'm gonna add a new hour. So we had from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. 30% brightness. I'm gonna tap save, add new. From 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. it's going to be 50%, tap save. Then from 8 to 2 p.m. we're gonna have 100%, save. Now here's where it gets a little fuzzy. From 2 to 3, I think we were back to 30%, right? And the last one, from 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning, we're gonna have 0%. Yep, that looks about right. And when we're done, I'm gonna tap save at the top of the screen, and we're done. Now we are only allowed 5 entries. At first I thought this would be a problem, but it actually is not. I don't need more than 5 entries. And that is about it. Our lamp is set. You can always go into the manual controls if you tap at the bottom of your screen, and you can control the brightness at that particular moment. Right now I think we are in the 50% brightness mark because it's very early in the morning. But if you want to return the lamp to the daylight cycle, just tap the clock again. Otherwise, it's just not gonna turn on. And I had this happen one time just because I left the app in the manual control. And that's about it. By the way, a little something I forgot to mention, editing can be rather annoying. So if you mess something up, I would just go ahead and erase the entries. To do so, just swipe left on one of the entries and click delete. And this is how you delete it. So yeah, we cannot just go ahead and go to one of them and edit the hours because the entire cycle just needs to make sense. See, I have no option to edit these hours. I can only edit the brightness, but that's about it. So I need to just delete them. And you start with the lower one. So as I was saying, I do have the ONF on quite a few other tanks. For the smaller tanks, I do like to use the Aquarium one because it is quite a lot more affordable, but for 30 liters and above, up to, I would even try to get away with 40 liters, I think this lamp will do great. Obviously, it can be used on smaller aquariums because you have the option to not keep it at 100% all of the time, which is great. But I feel like it's a little bit of a waste. I do want to use it at 100%. For smaller aquariums, that might be too much, but it's just up to you. Also, you can use it as a light for terrariums, and I do see on the ONF Instagram a lot of pictures from users that use it as a grow light for plants. It has a very good spectrum. My plants grow really great. Even in low-tech scenarios, I don't have an explosion of algae or things of the sorts. All in all, I have to say, it was worth the splurge for me, and for these types of tanks, I do feel like it's worth it because otherwise, if I decide one day to get rid of all of these tanks, I will keep the lights. It also can be attached to a little leg, which you'll find on Amazon as well, where you can place a little pot, a little terrarium, something of the sorts. And since I'm dealing with plants all day long on my second channel, I can use them as terrarium lights, no problem. The light they emit is really nice, really beautiful, kind of neutral. It's not very blue, it's not very red, it's not very anything, but the coloration of the fish is enhanced. It does actually have quite a bit of red, even though it doesn't appear that way. So overall, I do find that it is worth the splurge, but this will have to be up to you, and I really hope today's video helped you decide if this is something you want to invest in or not, or if it's even worth considering it. Anyway, hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for hanging out with me today in the grow room. If you want to see more fish videos from me and obviously see Pony because he's the most beautiful betta fish ever, do subscribe to my channel. I will try to post a lot more regularly on this channel as well. So with that said, thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!